everyone. And first off, thank you so much for all of your work with the Livability Lab, the 100-day challenge. So much was accomplished during that time. And one of the greatest caveats that I heard as a leader that helped me was to hear voice of people from different sectors and the things that you are working on and how we need to be better connected. So much of our work is sometimes done in silos. And when you think of the amazing opportunity for us to come together and be more interconnected, it makes so much more sense. The problems we deal with are so complex. And when you talk about equity, coming together gives us the opportunity to look at where do we have commonality and where we could do a better job.
The 100-day challenge last year really identified how collaborative our community is, as a cross-section of this community came together, worked together, individuals and community organizations, to show what we can do to impact the social influencers of health in this community. And I'm just proud to see the community come together like that.
The cross-sector of the community together, over 300 people together from the community, from the neighborhoods, from every sector of our economy, to really look at what are the issues that we want to work on together, that we want to bring some solutions.
I've been in this community most of my life, and I've never, like I said, seen people come together like that and stay together. And those people who had to leave, they came back. So that just really impressed me, that we really had something to talk about and discuss. So
maybe the best thing was knowing that there was a common will among the different neighborhood associations to make a growth and to improve their situation.
The Livability Lab process really helped the college as an institution do the work that we thought we could do, that we planned for, but given the opportunity to help, we were called upon and we did do that work. So I think the process, I think those who put Livability Lab in motion, and we were able to do that work as an institution.
The first 100-day was a great structure. It made us participants really get involved and really focus on something that's tangible instead of 4 or 5 focused steps. It's really focused on the first 2 steps, and it really gave specifics to every person involved, whether what background you came from. It really pulled you in.
When COVID hit us in the community, the relationships that had been developed during the 100-day challenge really helped bring us together. So we ended up having a weekly meeting with the health department and United Way and some of our other organizations like the health system, the medical group, Affinia, elected officials, Health West. We had a weekly huddle to talk about the needs of the community and make sure that we had shared messaging to the community, make sure that we had resources available, looking at kind of the PPE that we needed in this community. And I would also say that the health department and hospital relationship has never been stronger. We are talking together all the time about testing, adequacy of testing, places where we're going to test in the community. So just that partnership really evolved out of the 100-day challenge.
COVID-19 in many ways has shown the inequities of our community and where we need to be better. And we all want to have a healthy community. As an ISD leader, I want every child to graduate and I want them to have a great future and a great career. And I know we can't do it alone. The Livability Lab gives us an opportunity to come together and learn from each other, but also look at really good solutions where we can have the best movement. As an example, when COVID hit, we knew about the food insecurity in our county, and a lot of people don't recognize that in the first 6 weeks, we served over 1 million meals in Muskegon County. We did that by being innovative, by working across sectors, by working together, by listening. And imagine when we take heart and we focus on the right things, and when we're aggressive to do the right work, look at the outcomes that we can achieve.
For us to pivot with COVID-19 and employees, I mean, very concerned about our employees' health. We're very concerned about people coming into the courthouse and the vulnerability of the elderly, those who might have medical conditions. So all that is taken into play on how we bring people together. And mean, we had to figure out how to continue hearing cases, hearing family matters, anything that would affect our community. How do we continue serving them? So really, it was a drastic procedures really related to bringing the courts back in, the families back in, and making sure that that process continues.
In fact, the model that we put together around eviction prevention as a community is now able to move forward, and the rest of the state is using our model in that work. And so that's just one of the successes. Childcare, many communities have lost a lot of their childcare. We were like on point because of our childcare action team to get together with our childcare providers and say, what do you need from us to stay afloat? We were able to meet with our legislators and tell them what the needs were. There were dollars built into the budget to help them.
We are currently working with many partners in the Muskegon area to make sure that our economy is getting restarted, and to make sure that our vulnerable customers, our low-income families and senior citizens have access to quality energy, low-cost energy.
What we did was Marquise got some masks that was donated from Access Health. So we gave them out to our neighborhood. We gave them out to our senior citizen residents here in Muskegon Heights. Not only in Muskegon Heights, we gave some to Hartford Terrace too.
Our health and wellness center on campus we've been planning for that building for about 10 years. With the unfortunate advent of COVID-19, we had the opportunity to use the building about a year and a half after we opened it. So this past, late March, early April, over one weekend, we converted that space, which is respiratory therapy, primarily medical assisting health and wellness in terms of our academic programs on campus. We converted that space into a hospital. As it turns out, we never had to use that space as overflow bedding for our community, for, in this case, again, Mercy Health. But we were there, we were at the ready, and we are still in that position to be able to convert it back to that use if we needed to do that.
We'll take those points that we learned from, those points of how can we have a central location for citizens to go to find out what's happening right in their community, as well as others to be able to have help from those communities.
Because of the pandemic, we've had a lot of time where, we've had Zoom meetings where we could talk to folks. Marquise has, he's gotten in our heads. So now we have a resident council that we are working with the city. It's new, and it's new to the city. But we're working with them so we can roll it out, so we can be a part of the process here in Muskegon Heights.
We're sort of moving into a new normal as a society and as a community, and we have to come up with innovative ways to move forward and progress with some of these initiatives that we've already started.
We'll take what we learned this summer, even what we learned last fall or this summer, and be able to have a diverse stakeholders at the table, understanding their needs, our needs, and bringing that all together with this group that very well together.
Moving Livability Lab forward, to me, is critical for Muskegon and for our region, that we continue this work and continue this work well.